Hey, yo, Gabe.
What up, my brother?
It's going to be a crazy day today, man.
Lots to talk about, man. Lots going on.
First 6 minutes of the Red Rivalry game has been crazy. So if you're not watching that, something's wrong with you. College football is going to be lit today. Ohio State's down. Mm-hmm. There's so much to talk about. Cowboys take on the 49ers tomorrow. Sunday Night Football. Orlando showcase for the XFL today. We got some stuff to talk about. So let's get it popping. This is the Gridiron, baby. Double G, Jersey the King. It's showtime. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the United States or in the world watching. Hope you're having a wonderful day. It's the Gridiron. I'm your host. Well, one of your hosts, I'm sorry. Jersey the King. To my left, my man, Double G, Gabe Garcia, the one and only.
What's popping, everybody? Hope y'all out there living well, man. Feeling good on this Saturday morning over here in my neck of the woods, though, man. We're chilling, man. Catching up on the final Red River Rivalry game in the Big 12. Gonna be jumping to different conference next year, man. So
yes, sir.
It's big, man. A lot of history there within this conference.
Simpson, what's going on, my brother? He said, yeah, 1 minute till the Cowboys think, you know what? I hate you.
What's up, Hit?
But we love you, Hit. Yeah. What's going on, brother? What's going on, Simpson? Welcome into the show, brother. Appreciate you being here. Well, yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, man. First of all, no, we can't even. We've been waiting for this to happen, and I'm just let y'all know.
Breaking news. Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Stupid.
Breaking news.
Oh man!
They finally paid JT.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, man. They finally played Jonathan Taylor, man, and it's happy. It's a happy moment for the Colts fans right now because they've been needing this running back.
Yeah.
I think that if they would have had Jonathan Taylor in this game so far, honestly, you know what hit? It's so stop yelling, old man. Look, it's the breaking news. Hey, Andy Henderson, what's going on, brother? Welcome in.
What's up, Hendo?
Sam Simpson. I'm not trying to start no shit, okay? I'm not. We're not. I'm just saying the Colts finally got some good news. You know?
Yeah.
Besides Anthony Richardson coming back from his injury already early in the season. But I think it's a good thing for them. Just so you guys know, this man has got 3-year game. 3 years. He did it. Now, this is how you hold out. You feel me? This is how you hold out. They had to wait till week 5 to get Jonathan Taylor. And now he's going to be able to suit up and play. Especially, that was extra time for him to recover from his injury. You know what I mean? And $42 million extension, 26.5 guaranteed. I mean, hey, what do you think, Gabe?
Yeah. I mean, obviously they need him. You know what I mean? I mean, Zach Moss has been serviceable in that position for them this year, but he's not Jonathan Taylor. To be honest, I think this was I didn't see him being in the Colts jersey beyond the season. Everything was just so bad, and they paid him. He held out. It's a 3-year extension, so it's obviously everybody's happy here in this situation. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if there's how much better this makes them around as a team. Obviously, it makes their run game better. Right. I'm still of the thinking that Anthony Richardson should have taken a year off so that he can develop as a pocket quarterback a little bit better because we know what he can do with his legs. Problem is that the Colts now are going to become kind of like what the Eagles were last year in terms of that run base without the passing game that the Eagles had last year. It's going to be all run heavy. Jonathan Taylor, though, I don't know how much I expect him to really, I guess, come in and make a difference off the bat because he is expected to play tomorrow. I don't know how much he'll play. He hasn't been at practice. There was no training camp for him. So if they are not careful with what they're doing with him, he can end up injured this year. If they try to rush him out there, plus, I mean, you don't want to put him right off the bat without a training camp, without practice, going up against the Titans defense, who is really an elite run-stopping defense. The back end, their pass defense is a whole other issue. But against the run defense of the Titans, I don't know if I expect him to take off and for them to play him a full load tomorrow. I really don't expect that. I don't know why they would do that because you're going to risk the guy. But either way, it's a good thing for the team. It's a good thing for him because now they got stability with him. And we know what he's been able to do. Last year he did get under 1,000 yards. Okay, let's look at it that way. But he only played 11 games last year. He was injured, but the year before is what everybody's looking at when he had 1,800 yards. Can we find that Jonathan Taylor again? That's what they're banking on. But we all know the talent's there. It's a good move for him. It's a good move for the team in the long run within the next few years. So, and it helps Anthony Richardson out. Let's just be honest. This is a move that is good for I guess I want to say the development of Anthony Richardson because now he's got a running game that he can rely on where it might kind of loosen up the pass game a little bit. So overall, good move for him. But yes, like you said, this is a win for running backs. It really is. It really is. He held out. He said, "Fuck y'all, I ain't playing," And so now look at this: 3 years, $42 million extension, 26.5 guaranteed. Yeah, I gotta give Taylor some credit, man, because this was a win for the running backs.
Hell yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all you Colts fans out there, you got your boy back. You got your boy back. So shout out to Jonathan Taylor. That's how you hold out. Well, we got a special coming in, and this is huge today. The XFL is still having their showcase in Orlando, and I don't know, man. This with everything that's going on with the whole merge, USFL still signing players.
Yeah,
the XFL in showcases. I'm not really sure what's going on. If you tuned into the Fan Gang Nation show this past Thursday, I had wide receiver from the Vegas Vipers. Fan Gang Nation, stand up, baby. We all bite. Just saying. I had the star wide receiver, Jeff Badette. Mama to go that man. Young Jeff Badette on the show, and he gave us some news. But right now, we'll get into that a little later. Right now, we got Superfan from the Houston Roughnecks, the one and only. And I have to say it like this because it's sad to say it like this, but I have to. Right now, he's an orphan. We don't know if the Houston Roughnecks will be in the 2024 season.
No.
So right now, this Superfan is currently an orphan. So I'd like to bring on to the show the one and only, the orphan, Red Rocker.
What's going on, fellas?
What's up, Rick?
What's up?
What's going on, Rick? How you doing today, brother?
How you feeling, Rick?
Doing good, brother. We're sitting here doing the showcase here in Orlando this weekend. Got a bunch of us here. Check here out.
Hey, the green meeting.
That's my brother right there. That's my brother right
there.
That's my brother right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, look, it's half Jersey. It's New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Hey, do you park your car in the Harvard yard?
Yes, I do.
Wrong Jersey.
But hey, Jersey, what we got you on here? Got
what up,
one.
Jersey? SHA in the house, baby. What's up?
All
So
my brown guys out there.
So while we've been here, we've had a really good chance to meet some of the guys that are here for the showcase, and they've come out to us and talked to us, and really had a good time with them. And got one here.
How y'all doing? Trayvon Shorts, 2023 NAL Ironman of the Year. So coming out for the showcase, just making sure. See how y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
Man, we're doing good, man. Doing good. It's a pleasure to meet you, brother.
Yeah, pleasure to meet y'all too.
To my left, that guy over there, that's Double G.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Double G?
What's up, man?
Yes, sir. How's it feel being there, man? What's it like for you?
Today was actually great. I'm about to say I felt good, felt loose, felt smooth. The coaches got us warmed up. It's been nothing but positive vibes out here. Nobody had any issues, so I felt like everybody was able to get equal opportunities today.
That's good. That's good, man. How is it with everything that's going on? I know. Y'all probably know about as much as we do with the merger talks and all this stuff. The fact that the XFL is still going through with this today is a good sign, for players and for players that are trying to get into the league, man. So how do you keep your head focused on where you at right now, man, and just going out and showing out there?
I feel like it was more like with the merger, it actually gave more people more opportunity to be more hungry because it's going to be more teams and not just the regular, just all the original XFL teams with the USFL, XFL merger. I feel like it's good for not just us as players, but as the football community as a whole, so we can watch everything.
Nice. I dig that.
Now, with this whole merger going on, you're able to go out there, take your mind off of all the chatter, speculation, everything that's being said. Now that you've gotten to go out there, showcase your skills, how do you feel about the merger? How do you feel as far as a player, from a player standpoint? Do you want to see all 16 teams?
Yes, I do. I want to see all 16 teams because I've always was one of the main ones thought that merging both the leagues would be better for football because it was kind of like confusing to have USFL on this channel and then XFL on that channel.
Yeah.
When they all could have just been one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I dig that, man. So now with the whole talk of the merger again, because that is the big news and everything going on right now. What are your thoughts, man? Like on the hub system, like for us, for fans, like we don't want it. What USFL had, we don't want the hub system because as a fan, and you're obviously a football fan too because you love the game of football. So what the experience is when you're watching, when you see the fans in the stands, when you see teams in their home cities. What are your thoughts on the possibility of actually jumping into a hub system league wide?
I would say I would rather it be more city to city because fans would more so be able to experience it. Like a lot of people are going to be able to experience it if we're all in one area. And I talked to some of the USFL guys and they even said it was awkward during the season because they would have a game or lose a game or win a game and then they'd go to the lobby and they'd see the team they just beat. It'd be stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like us being all the cities getting their stuff right so we could play in these cities would be better.
Yeah. I agree. I completely agree, man. And as for people like us, man, we've been big advocates of spring football. We've been using our platforms here with the podcasts, trying to just get it going, get people, fans, our listeners on board with spring football, man, because we're really trying to support you guys. We're trying to get this thing to grow. We've been telling everybody, if you're a football fan, this is it. This is good for football. And I mean, who doesn't want football in the spring? You know what I mean? And there's talent with you guys. So we're gonna keep rooting you guys on, man, and keep trying to get for our part. We're trying to get this thing to grow. For our part, we're gonna be watching, cheering you guys on, man, and getting our people involved, trying to bring a bigger fan base to you guys, man.
I appreciate y'all. I'm about to say I appreciate y'all, but I gotta go because my flight almost here, so I gotta go soon. But all y'all follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, IG, any social media, all the same name, Koza King, K-A-K-I-N-G. Koza stand for GOAT, so my name stand for GOAT King.
Let's go.
So
my brother coming straight to the Guardians.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
I appreciate y'all today.
We gonna see you. We gonna see you in Arlington, bro, with them Renegades. All right.
Good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you, brother.
Antonio colors would look the best.
So yeah, we've been having a good time here. Sorry, got a little loud.
Rig, I gotta ask you something, man.
What's up, brother?
How is your hunt for a new home? How's it looking right now, man? We don't want you to have to need a new home. I'm Arlington, but I love that rivalry we got with you guys, man. And y'all got that team like the Roughnecks are legit. So how's it going for you right now, man? How's it going for you right now?
It's save the orphan. I don't want to be an orphan.
No.
Man, I mean, I still got the XFL family. I still got the super fans that I've become real good friends with and family, and just
green you up. About to green them up.
Getting ready to get greened up here.
Greening them up. Hey.
So, but no, the search continues. The search continues.
Orlando's a great home for him, though. I promise.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, Rig. We're right there, Arlington. Like we're kind of neighbors, same state. We got room for you, bro. We got room for you. I promise.
Here we go. I've already signed the adoption papers, bro.
Come on and jump on. I mean, jump on to the defending champions. We got you, bro. You're already.
I don't know.
You jump from one winner to another winner. You don't want to go to Orlando. You want to come to a winner.
We don't know how you're looking in Florida.
Right?
Don't stick right in that swamp.
Hey, they're gonna let you out. You're in Orlando now, man. You're stuck there. They're
trying to kidnap you.
Yeah, man.
Hey, I lived in Florida for almost 5 years. So, it ain't too bad getting stuck in Florida. I don't know how my wife would feel about it, but well, actually, I know how my wife would feel about it. She'd be like, "Let's go back."
Hey, let me ask you this, Rick. How's the experience been being at the showcase with these guys and knowing everything that's going on?
Man, it's actually been really good. we've sit through the first session, getting ready to go back in for the second session. Watching these guys, man, just put their hearts and souls into it, and seeing them just dig for it, and you can see the passion, and then when we've been sitting out here, we come out, grab a bite to eat, and just relaxing out here, and as the players come out from the first session, man, they come walking right over to us, thanking us for being here, supporting them, and we'd talk to them, get pictures with them and stuff, and there was actually even one of them come running over because he seen Roughneck stuff. And, he wanted to come over and get a picture and talk to us. So it's been a great experience. Been a great experience.
What's the talent? What's the talent like out there that you've seen so far, man?
Man, we've been watching them do the broad jumps, and man, some of these guys are jumping, 31, 33. Yeah, it's insane. We haven't got to see any of the 40 times, but man, some of these guys, when they're coming off the line, I mean, it's just an explosion off the line when they're running.
Nice.
Then we've seen some of the big boys out there down in the trenches, and man, they're some monsters.
That's what games are won, man. That's me. I'm always looking at the linemen, man. I'm like, all right. Yeah.
There's some big boys that's here today. Some big boys.
So looks like a lot. Looks like they're gonna have. I mean, you've been hearing about all this stuff with the merger, obviously, man, and you've been a big part of getting the word out there and getting the news out with everybody, man. And give everybody, especially for the listeners of my show, to jump onto the Gridiron. Give us your thoughts, man, on everything on this thing of the merger. I mean, I know you've given it a lot.
Yeah.
But let us hear it, man.
Well, my whole thing is with the merger. I mean, I'm okay with the merger. One spring league, I'm perfectly fine with it. I think it should be all 16 teams.
Right.
I just feel like it should be. And the deal with the Vipers, man, come on, give them a chance. They threw that stadium or the field together in what, 4 weeks?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Give them time to really make it something. I mean, this offseason, they could have really done something with it.
Well, the issue with that, just not to cut you off, the issue with that is the Cashman Field is actually owned by the Las Vegas Lights soccer team owner, the United Soccer. That's who owns the Las Vegas Lights, or that's who owns the Cashman Field. So that's another problem. We're running into issues with.
Oh, is it behind me?
What? Oh, you're live. I did not know you were live. We're going back into Showcase if you'd like to join us in there.
Yes, we love it. Hell yeah. We love having you guys in there. You see some of the players and doing what they're doing, man. That would be amazing for the show, to be honest with you. But honestly, that's the issue that we're having. Yeah, take us inside.
Yeah. We'll go inside. But as we're getting ready to go in there, and then you get to Houston. Houston, we've the Roughnecks have built a fan base.
Yes.
The Gamblers, I mean, and nothing against them. I mean, I don't want to bash them, but they haven't been there since the 80s.
No. Yeah.
And all this time they've been playing, they've been playing at a hub city where the Houston fans haven't been able to really get to know them on the level that we've gotten to know our Roughnecks.
Yeah,
exactly.
So why take and throw away that fan base that you already have established to bring in a team that is not established yet?
Yeah.
Put them somewhere. Let them start fresh.
Right.
Let them start fresh in another city. Leave the Roughnecks where they're at. Let us build on what we've already got going on.
And I'm sorry, but only one of these teams made the postseason in their respective leagues this year. Right. You know what I mean? And exactly. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, the Roughnecks, if you're looking at which two teams you want to bring into this new league and which one's going to be more competitive, I mean, it's Roughnecks by a mile.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's the team that you're looking at that they're like, man, they're capable of beating anybody in the USFL or the XFL on any week. Yeah, so that's the way I look at it from a competitive standpoint. And because the Roughnecks have been so competitive, that's what makes that strong base. That fan base so strong, man, because, the Houston fans have had this team to cheer for. And then you're looking at the Gamblers and you're like, oh, okay, Yeah, but what are they
Where's
doing?
the gambler super fans? Where's the gambler super fans? Where's the fan base? Where's the support aside from just post on social media in these different groups? You know what I mean? Where's the actual fan base from the gamblers? There's nobody out there repping their jerseys and dressing up in gambler gear and stuff like that. They're not doing that. The Roughnecks have
and to be honest, I mean, I'm gonna support the spring league regardless. You know, that's me. I love spring football. You know, unfortunately, my brother stepped away from being the other rig rocker to take care of things for himself. But you know, I'm going to support the league. You know, no matter what. But when it comes down to it, you know, I'm if the Roughnecks aren't there, I'm just going to be a spring league super fan.
Yeah.
You know, I can't see myself doing the whole Houston Gamblers. You know, changing everything that you all have gotten to know me for.
Exactly.
You know, I'll go to the games. I'll dress like I am now. I'll support the league.
Yeah.
I'll just be the orphan of the spring league.
Definitely. And I'm telling you, that'll get you so much TV time because they're going to see all these games and they're going to be like, look at Rig Rocker.
Yep. Still supporting the league.
Still supporting the Roughnecks.
Right. Kind of that silent but loud stance on it.
Yeah. You're the black sheep. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There you go.
Trying to silence the gambler critics. And the
Roughnecks
haters.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's about being, I guess, ultimately for you, it would have to be about just being the ultimate fan of the league itself.
Yeah.
And not just
and that's what I want to do. That's what I want to get to. You know, if it comes down to it and they take away my Roughnecks, you know, I'm just going to be the ultimate super fan.
But it sucks, man, because you've got this, you know, this persona. You know what I mean? And it's like it is the Roughnecks, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain of you super fans that I look at the teams and I'm like, okay, I know who their super fan is. You know, it's the unofficial mascot of the team, man. So I mean,
you got like the Predator couple. You know, the Predator couple. Everybody knows them, man. Roughneck fans.
Yeah. You three together could really, I don't know, hell, alone by yourselves could make a true stance for the Roughnecks, because at the end of the day, you show me three Houston Gambler fans that are dressing up and going to these games, supporting their team.
Right.
You show me
exactly
some Houston Gambler fans who are engaging with the kids in the XFL community and the other teams.
Man, that was what I enjoyed so much about last season. You know, them kids, you know, you walk in there and you're dressed up and, you know, the kids are wanting to get pictures with you and hang out with you. And, you know, the South Division Championship, man, me and my brother, halftime we went up, go get us a drink and get our bands to be able to go down on the field after the game, you know, and do the fan experience. And we come walking back to our seats and I told my brother, I was like, bro, we've been invaded. There was like 8 little boys standing down there wanting to hang out with us.
Yeah, that's dope.
And when we got down there, you know, we let them stand right where they were at. And we just moved on down because we had that whole front bench where nobody was sitting there with us. So we just moved down and let them sit there. And one of the little boys looked at me and he's like, we just think you guys are cool and we want to hang out with you.
That's dope.
You know,
dope, man. I dig
that's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what made it fun. That's why we wanted to be on it.
Yeah. And you know, what's funny, man, is those kids, like, that's going to be a memory for them. When they grow up loving football, it's going to be like, that's going to be like one of the memories right there. You know, when they talk about that, man. So I dig that, man. Definitely. That's dope.
And it made it fun, you know, and we got pictures with them and they're throwing up the H's, you know.
Nice.
You know, and then, you know, Ball Hawk, when he showed up in Houston for the game with St. Louis, that's where me and him met and we hit it off and just, you know, he's a cool dude. And I mean, we've had a good time. We was in that St. Louis for that Autism Speaks fundraiser we did last month. And man, we had a blast. You know, we had a blast. And him and I have been hanging out since I got in Orlando yesterday. And, you know, then SAJ, and we got Brahma Babe here.
Support, man. The support is really there, and I think that really resonates with those players out there too. See you guys out there.
We had Jersey, I told you, I have to give me a couple more minutes because getting ready to do an interview. I mean, the XFL media people was out here wanting to interview us because we were here.
Yeah.
Right.
It meant something to them that we were here supporting all this. Even with everything going on, we was here representing, done up as super fans, and she come right to us. Hey, super fans, you guys want to do something with us? And I was like, all right, this is cool. And then they come out to where we sat and ate and been out here in the shade to get, just to cool down a little bit, and did interviews with us for about half hour before I got on here.
That's
that's cool, man. And see, I gotta say, man, and this is no, I like all of us. I'm a fan of spring football. I love both leagues. I'm cool with the merger, everything, but kind of like what Jersey said a minute ago, talking about where's the gambler super fan. It's this what you guys are doing right now. To me, is an example of why, in my opinion, the XFL just has a much stronger fan base after this one season than what the USFL does. We all love the USFL. I know I love what I saw, the presentation, the pro style presentation, but in terms of the fan support, I can't see why they would even consider taking the Gamblers over the Roughnecks, man. It just
gamble on Houston.
It makes no sense for me. To me, you know what I'm saying? That makes no sense at all to me. I don't know. I haven't seen any reasoning why it's even being considered, because of course, frustratingly for all of us, they're releasing very few details on the plans of what they want to do. But it blows my mind, man. I'm like, look at the fan base, for the Roughnecks. Look at the team, how good they are.
Exactly.
Like why? It makes no sense to me.
Well, and I know Houston fans, there's going to be the ones that's going to follow the Gamblers. By all means, do it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't. Support the league, regardless of if you got to be a fan of the Gamblers. Support the league, and eventually, they could find that super fan. But right now, they need to look at what they've already got. What's already there. You've got the Predator couple. You've got Pump Provoker. You've got Ultimate Fan. You got oh my God, there's so many of us out there. Toucan, me, and just all these super fans already just loving the Roughnecks, and then you're just going to say nah and throw it away.
Yeah. It's like trying to build something that's already it's like trying to tear something down and rebuild it.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And you might as well just walk up and slap each one of us in the face for the love we've showed for the league and support we've showed for the Houston Roughnecks, and just being in every game, being excited, going to road games. The Predator couple came here to Orlando last year for a game. So you might as well just walk up and slap us in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm going to be completely honest, that's the way I feel about it. And,
I hear you, man.
I don't blame you.
I made that video, Thursday night before I left. It was done in a joking way, but it was also one of those silent but loud,
serious
stances.
It's the truth, man. You gotta. You say this league is about the fans, right? This is my thing with the XFL. You say this league is about the fans, and you go to the USFL and you say, "Hey, we need help." But you're telling me you're going to bow down and take away 4 of your franchises that has fan support, and you've sat here and you've done so much to listen to what we want, and you were going to bring it to us in 2024, and now we have to see something totally different. But I'm going to drop something on you guys. I mean, aside from what was said on my show this past Thursday on the Fan Gang Nation show, there is still a very good chance. I want you guys to be prepared for this. There's still a very good chance we get all 16 teams.
I would love it.
That's what we want. That's what we want as fans.
Listen to me.
Leave the Roughnecks in Houston.
Listen to me. There is a very good chance we get all 16 teams. Yeah, I know I've been getting good with my sources. I've been getting connected with some really, really good sources, y'all.
Yep.
So believe me when I tell you there's a very good possibility. And hashtag Hubs don't get dubs.
Yeah.
May not have to worry about that either.
Yep.
I hope not.
We really may not have to worry about that, guys. So I'm letting you guys know.
The problem is some of the rumors going around are them talking about 6 hub cities, and I'm like, man, that we don't want hubs. We don't want hubs. It's going to kill the league.
Players don't want hubs.
Yeah,
that's the thing. The players don't want hubs. If your players don't want to play in hubs, you have no league.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
you know, and you heard it earlier. You know, when he was interviewing players, you know, talking to him, you know, he wants to play in the cities.
Yeah, yeah.
He wants to have that relationship with the fans. You know, today it was a prime example today. You know, we've sat here all day, set up in the stands this morning, watching it. We've been here since a little before 8 this morning. And we went through the first session. We come down, ordered some pizzas, had them delivered here. And, you know, we've hung out here. But as the players come out from that first session, they were coming to us, you know, thanking us for being here and supporting them, coming up, wanting to get pictures with us. You know, one of the players, he was in the car talking to his mom on his phone and letting her know how it was going. And he tells his mom, I got to go. I got to go get a picture with these guys over here. And hung up with his mama to come over here and get a picture with us.
Yeah.
Now that has to feel amazing for these players to be coming up to you guys and just thanking you for the support. I know that has to be a good feeling. So that's going to show the league that you guys are an essential piece to Spring League surviving.
Yeah, don't take away our voice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't take away our voice.
And that's just not even like just you guys. You guys are kind of the voice because there are fans all over the place of Spring League football. You know what I mean? And so if they don't listen to the fans, yes, if they take away that voice, then what's that saying for the future? You know what I mean? That's telling fans of the new league, like, we don't really care what you think. Just watch the game. You know what I mean? And that's not the way you want to start off a new league at all.
And I'm going to say this for the fans out there that, you know, go to the games, they're cheering, they're, you know, sorry, you know, they're out there in it. You don't have to be a super fan by dressing up. Be a super fan by supporting the league, getting out and watching the games, screaming, hollering, carrying on with the rest of us. You know, come out and show that support. You know, support these guys. They're busting. Sorry, but they're busting their asses out here.
Mm-hmm.
They are.
And you know, and I've watched these guys today, and none of them let up. None of them let up. And you know,
these guys are playing for something, man. You know, they're playing hard, and I think that's one thing that us fans we appreciate when you're a fan of the game. You know, I've been telling people all year, there's a difference between a football fan and an NFL fan.
Yes.
You know, a football fan, we just love the game of football. We're going to support the game of football. You give us something good to support, we're going to support it. We're not going to be this whole, oh, no, I watch the NFL in the fall, so I don't want to watch that crap in the spring. Then you're not a football fan. I'm sorry. You're an NFL fanboy. You know, so it's the real football fans that are going to decide if this league lives or dies. So I'm with you, man. They have to listen to the fans. You guys, as the super fans, are kind of our boots on the ground out there right now. For the rest of us that can't be there, you know. So we really appreciate, you know, what you're giving us, like especially right now on the show, man. You know, you're giving us a first-hand take of what you're seeing out there, man, and it's dope, brother.
Matter of fact, if you all don't mind, I'm going to walk in there now. Get up, find out where everybody else is at, and then I'll let you guys see what we're seeing. So,
all right, man. I dig it. I'm
going to take you guys in with me. I don't care.
That'll work.
I want you guys to experience it too. But what's up?
When it comes to the 16 league or the 16 team league that may possibly be happening, let's just say that it's going to be the 16 teams. And let's say the
Mm-hmm.
What does this say for the future if what you're doing and what the other super fans that are there now are doing really plays an impact and really or has an impact on decisions that are made? Where do you see the future of the league then?
Man, if they give it the 16 teams and it just leave the teams where they're at, as far as like XFL teams, leave them where they're at, and really just get them out there. Man, this thing could explode. This thing could. I really think. I mean, obviously, you're never going to take over the whole. You're not going to take over the NFL. The NFL's big.
Yeah,
and we know that they got the money for it.
That's not the goal anymore.
Yeah,
No.
I don't think they're trying to do that. Yeah, I agree.
But they're gonna give them a run. Spring football is gonna take off that way.
Yeah.
So I'm in here now. I'm gonna kind of turn around, and let you kind of see. I don't know if you can see them all back there.
Oh yeah, all right.
Oh yeah.
So they're getting ready to do their broad jumps right there, and then
see that, Jersey? See that?
See it?
See that? That's T-Buck.
Okay. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Terrell Buckley signing Greeny shit. Okay, Deuce. Let's go. That's dope as hell, man.
I said, yo, bro, you mind signing one for my brother Jersey? He's like, you know what? I ain't got time for that. I'm sorry, bro. I tried.
It's okay. It's okay. Vipers all day.
Man,
we struck y'all last year, so it's all good. We want to know against the Vipers. That's all that, against the Guardians. So that's all that
matters. You know what, Rig? Let me ask you something, man. And I wanted to ask Jersey this too, man. Have y'all been?
What's going on?
Have y'all been known
for the San Antonio Brahmas? Y'all see the support that's out there, man. Yeah. Look what we're doing for the spring league, man. Look, this is what it's all about. The fans.
That is.
I think you guys are going to really make a huge impact on what's going on out there. I really do.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, Gabe.
Okay. So, have you guys been keeping up with this? I've been watching this on Twitter, man, and like all the XFL teams, I love it because the admins for each of these social media groups, like they're talking trash right now. Like I'm sitting here watching Arlington going in on like the Roughnecks, their admins, and I'm watching like the Vipers saying something, and then you got the Battlehawks responding on Twitter with, yeah, y'all are still irrelevant, So it's funny to me, and I love it because this is like their social media teams are going at each other, and I'm like, this is what I love because they're staying active. And they're keeping the fun part of it. They're keeping us entertained with this on social media through all of this, not getting any news of everything. It's keeping those social media platforms active. Have y'all been seeing this stuff?
I don't do it Twitter, so
okay.
I haven't been able to. Yeah, it is hard enough just doing the Instagram and the Facebook and.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm gonna put y'all on something real quick. Houston Roughnecks are here to stay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because gambling is an addiction. We don't need that negativity in our life.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. A little positivity from Orlando. Positive message for the day.
And the Vipers are moving to Reno.
The happiest place on earth, Orlando. The happiest place on earth.
The Vipers are moving to Reno. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no, between Instagram, Facebook, and then work, and then. My grandson finally got to come home from the hospital after 112 days.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
So, I've had a lot going on. So to throw in Twitter, I tried it once and I'm like, I can't keep up with it.
It's so much. It is a lot.
Yeah. See, that's me. That's me with the whole TikTok and Instagram thing. I'm like, I have accounts for those, but I don't use them. I don't really.
But see, and to top it off, I'm old.
Okay, I'm with you, man. That makes two of us, dog.
I mean, I'm going to be 51 in a couple months. So,
oh man, I ain't far behind, man. I'm about to be 46, so
I'll be 51 in December.
You can't keep bringing these new damn social media platforms to us, man. I can only do so many at a time. You know what I'm saying?
That right there.
Can barely keep them. I got three Twitters. 3. 3.
It's rough, man.
One for the Frank
Make one
Nation,
for me.
Gridiron.
Make one for me and manage it for me too.
There you go. Yeah, man. Hey, you know what, Rick? Though, man, I definitely, I love your passion, man, and all of you super fans. I really love the passion you guys have for this, the commitment to it, man. And I really hope that the XFL is taking notice of all this stuff, and I'm sure they have. I guess my wish is that the XFL doesn't cave in too much, you know, in terms of what each league wants to keep and bring to the new league, man. Because if it's gonna succeed right off the bat, it needs you guys. You know what I'm saying? It definitely does, man. Because you guys give the fan base, you give us a face, a voice, man, and I dig it.
Right,
I dig it.
But it's you know, it's a touchy subject, but it's like, God, I just want football.
Yeah.
I want football.
That's how
my
I feel.
wife loves it because then I'm out of the house and I leave her alone. It's like this trip to Orlando. I told her I was doing it. She's like, "See ya."
You're gonna be like, well, they're getting rid of the Roughnecks, so I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. She's gonna be like, no, you know what? I'm starting a damn petition, another petition.
Exactly.
Get this going, man.
Exactly.
I can't have you at home all day.
She said, "Let me go talk to The Rock."
Yeah.
Let me go speak with Danny. Let me go take Danny to get her nails done and shit. I got this, babe. You just sit back, go to work. Go to work.
But like I called her this. I called her last night, tell her good night, and I called her this morning. You know, say good morning, talked to her for a few minutes, and she's like, you know, this is supposed to be a quiet weekend for me. You don't have to call me.
Damn. Damn. Wow.
All right. I was like, well, you have a good day.
Next time I just send you an email and you can read it when you're ready. All right. Let you know how I'm doing.
Or like I've called her at night and then been like, well, babe, we're going to go run and grab something to eat. And then, you know, I'll give you a call back, and I'll call her back. She goes, nothing's changed in the last 2 hours. I love her to death. She loves me to death.
Dope,
We've
man.
been together 8 years. We've been together 8 years, been married almost 2. And that's my world there.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
She's my rock.
Respect.
She's my rock.
Yeah, that's what's
and
up, man.
She supports this. She thinks I'm an idiot, but you know, she supports it.
Well, and you know what? I think that goes for all of us. They're like, man, you know what? You and your little friends go have fun and go play. Okay, that's basically what it is to them. That's what this stuff is to them with us, man. Yeah. Go do your little podcast with all your little friends.
Yep. I love it.
I go to jump on one of the podcasts just to listen. I go to jump on one of the podcasts just to listen. She's like, another podcast? I take my iPad, I go outside, and I sit outside so I can have a cigarette, and she don't have to listen to it. And I sit outside, and she's just like, sometimes she'll come out, and she's like, I'm going to bed. All right, I'll be there when I'm done.
Right?
You know, but she supports it. And like the video that I made Thursday night, I showed it to her, and she looks at me, and she goes, there's something seriously wrong with you.
I know
but you married me.
Right.
Said, you married me.
What does that say about you? Right?
She goes, I'm the one that married the idiot. I'm like, that too.
It's like I tell my girl, man. You know, I get it. There was just a lack of good options, right? So
exactly. But so listen, I've got a big plan for the Rig Rocker. If things go the way that we're hoping they don't go, but I'm not going to share it here. I'll share it with the two of you outside of here.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Fair enough.
But I've got big plans coming up for spring league. If things go the way we're thinking they're going to go, but I don't want to put it all out there yet. But I want to put you two in the loop of it. I got the essay here.
So what's actually going to happen is we've officially filed the papers as of today to adopt the Rig Rocker into the San Antonio Brahmas family. He will be the Brahma Rocker or the Big Brahma. We still haven't quite figured out what his adopted name is going to be, but we're going to have this young man on our team.
Now, if he's going to stay in Texas, he wants to come to the winner. He's got to go to Arlington.
No.
That's a winning franchise already. He's used to winning. That's the thing. We can't take that away from him.
Big Game Bob lucked out. Okay, it's not going to happen. Lightning will not strike twice in Arlington. Okay, the championship's coming home to your 2024 XFL champions, the San Antonio Brahmas. You heard it here first. Mark it on your calendars, folks.
So
I think Luis Perez got something to say about that.
You think the Brahmas are going to win the XFL championship and go on to face whoever is on the other side for the NSFL championship?
USFL champion?
My honest opinion, no, because I don't think that they're going to be merged fully at that point.
Okay.
I don't think.
Well, that's
going to
be
right. So 2025, yeah, probably.
I mean, you got to get past those Vipers.
The XFL champions, and that's where it's
you got to get past those Vipers. I'm just saying, you got to get past this strike because we're biting. We're taking.
Man, all I'm hearing is talk back and forth from a bunch of non-champion teams right here. All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You do know Brahmas trample snakes out in the field all the time. Like it's not even a thing.
Damn.
So
you have to see us first, because a snake in the grass will bite that ass. Don't play.
True. But Brahma don't care. Brahma stomp everywhere. Boom.
Oh, I like
that wasn't
it.
that good. I'm sorry.
Oh, I love it.
Slowly the Brahma dies. That poison from that viper.
You know what, though, man? Hey.
And we're the fastest snake. We're the fastest snake. You got to catch us to be able to trample us, Brahma. You got to catch us.
Snake? Oh, the fastest snake meaning that you run away from danger. We just stand there.
No, we run towards danger. Damn it.
I love it.
And here I am as a renegade, just standing at the top of the hill, looking down on y'all bicker and beef. Peasants.
But the problem is, you'll be standing on that same hill talking about how great you are next year when you're not great next year.
Oh, we're gonna be great. We're gonna be great. Luis Perez is gonna lead us. He's gonna lead this franchise. That's what
Dallas does.
Oh, you're talking about Dallas. Oh, we're talking about Dallas. We're talking about Dallas. Okay.
He's talking about the original Renegades. Ooh.
Yep.
He's talking about the original Renegades. Ooh, he took it back to 2020 on you.
In all seriousness, we take jabs at each other, but it's all about the league.
It is, man. It's all love.
Fun.
It's all
nothing
fun.
but love for you guys, man.
Yeah.
Nothing but love.
Much respect, man.
For those watching who aren't familiar with SAJ, SAJ is one of the hosts of the Horns Forward podcast, which you can catch every Friday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on Facebook.
And SAJ, you'll get to know me, man, because I'll be coming along here with the development of a Renegades fan show, man. So you guys will get to be seeing me a little bit more, man. I don't know if that's a good thing, but you know what I'm saying.
Double G's bringing out a fan show for the Legion as well. So we're growing the Legion with the shows. We're almost complete with all 8 teams. So the support for the league is growing, man. It's constantly growing regardless of what's going on out there. Look, we got Grady.
We'd love to chop it up with you guys.
Yeah, definitely, man. Much respect.
This is what it is, bro. It's all love from every team to every other team. And the craziest part is we in the same division. They're my rivals. I now have a Rig Rockers mask. I now have a terrible towel. We're going to call it that because, look, you see what's on it. That ain't good for nobody. But that's what this league is about, man. Bringing everybody together, man. I'm mad Jersey ain't here. Yo, I'm mad Jersey ain't here, bro.
It's like they've advertised this from the beginning. It's a fan league. You know, and exactly it is.
Both of you guys, bro. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. I'm playing with y'all. I'll play with y'all. Because y'all can say the same for me.
Super fan of the Orlando Guardians. You got Rig Rocker, super fan of the Houston Roughnecks. You got my boy Double G, super fan of the Arlington Renegades, defending champion Renegades. Let me put some respect on their name.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking.
Real quick, Jersey. Tell me I don't look way huskier than I should. Look.
You do, bro. Look at him.
I like how he inhaled to try. Yeah.
I would prefer that they keep the Roughnecks, but if they keep the Gamblers, then I got to support them because I'm all in. And I will support any team that they keep in Houston, whichever franchise they keep. I'm all in for the National Spring Football League. I am all in for the National Spring Football League. I am all in for it eventually becoming an official development league of the NFL, just not to where the NFL owners own the league. So from what I've been hearing as well, or own teams in the league, excuse me, but from what I've been hearing as well, guys, 2-3 years down the line, after the merger's been complete, they're looking at independent owners for these teams.
Yeah, I was reading about that this morning as well. Not a lot of information other than that.
And that's going to be a good thing. That's going to be a really, really good thing.
I really think it will be a good thing. Yes, sir, we do. Yes, sir.
It puts a lot of hope in the future because now
it does.
Independent owners, they can put money into it. They can get these
and have some say so.
Yeah,
yes,
they can build a field for these teams. Say, hey, you know what? We're gonna go buy this plot of land, build a field, go buy this other piece of plot of land, build a training facility and a practice field. Boom! Yep. Now you got a spring league team that's set up in that city.
Exactly.
So, and I'm all for it.
Oh, I'm all for it, and I've already put in a plug for the one to buy the Houston Roughnecks. Everybody knows him in Houston. Everybody knows him in Houston. Mattress Max.
Okay.
He's a huge Houston fan. Like everything Houston.
Any team Houston. Gotcha.
Yeah, and he's a big Astros fan. Big he all about Houston. And he does a lot of big things for Houston. He like last year during the World Series, he traveled with them to go watch them play their away games. So I think I've been joking about it. But I'm like, hey, Mattress Max, why not?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
why not? The money, why not?
The money, and it's even better when you get a fan of the game.
Because they're going to look at it
you know what I
from
mean?
both sides. They're going to look at it from the business side, and they're going to look at it from the fan perspective and the fan side. And that's the thing that I'm going to love about them implementing independent owners to these spring teams. You know what I mean? Because when that does come about, like we were just saying, these guys being able to put money into these teams and say, okay, I'm going to make sure that these teams engage, or that this team in this city engages with the fans. This team in this city has fan day, has community events, has different fundraisers and different type of things. Hey, hell, start a charity in the city specifically for the league, the team, and the fans. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I see the future of the spring league being very bright if they do things right.
Speaking of charities and stuff, not to change the subject, but speaking of charities and stuff, you mind if I put a plug in for the January one?
January 13th.
January 13th. X-Fan Legion, we're getting together in Houston. We've got the venue picked out that we're going to be doing it. It's for the Houston area women's shelter. We're going, we're for domestic violence. We're going to do the same thing we did for the Autism Speaks in St. Louis. Have our silent auction. The only difference is I think we're talking about not selling tickets. Just come, bring some money, buy some stuff on the silent auction. It's going to be another big event. We raised a good amount of money, like $6,700 for the Autism Speaks, and we're shooting to get more. We're shooting to make more, in the Houston event, January 13th. So, anybody out there, January 13th, mark it on your calendars. Come to Houston. Get with me. Get with X-Fan Legion, Dirty, Amanda, Daddy Ed, SAJ, Drama Babe. Get with any of us. We got the information on it, where it's going to be. It's a great event. It's a great little location. I went with Predator couple last weekend. We went, met up there, and checked it out. And, good little place, good spot. Hotels are right up the street, literally less than a mile up the street. There's two big hotels that we're going to try to be working with. So it's going to be a big event. We want to see a big turnout for it. Anybody can come out, man. Mark your calendar.
I dig that, man. I dig that. Like, with the Autism Speaks and with this event in January, man, it speaks so much about, not like the fans themselves, but not just the love for the game. It's about it's about saying we're more than that. We're about each other. We're about the communities. We're about a good cause in all things, man. So much respect, bro. Much respect to all of you guys for putting these things together. It's definitely a good look, and it's definitely something that we can all get behind. I dig it.
Whatever you can do, and you know, I don't know how they're going to set up as far as the silent auction. If you'll be able to do bids if you're not there, I'm not sure. That's still being worked out, but I've reached out to a couple people, different ones. They're trying to get sweet tickets to some of the games and stuff as a silent auction item. So I mean, it's going for a good cause. So come out, join up, you know, hang out, have a good time. Let's make a weekend of it. It's a long weekend anyway. Let's make a weekend of it. Let's have fun. Plus, you get to hang out with the super fans.
That's it.
And it's right before the start of the season.
Exactly.
Perfect timing. So I dig it, man. I really dig it. I'm actually working on something like that here in Vegas. So you guys be on the lookout for that. I'm actually working on something, trying to get it done before, you know, we get some news that they're killing our franchise. So
brother, you get it worked out, you let me know. I'll do everything I can to come out and support it.
Hey, Rick, so I got to ask you, man. Now, this is going away from the Spring League and XFL.
Okay.
Being a Houston fan out there. Are you a Texans fan?
Well, see, I grew up a Raiders fan.
Okay.
What happened was
the first NFL game I ever watched was a Raiders game. I was like 5 years old. They were in their black uniforms. I've always liked the color black. I loved their logo. They played at home. They beat the Chargers 27-0.
Dang.
Still remember that. And I've stuck with them ever since. It's the first game I watched from start to finish.
Okay.
So I've been a Raiders fan all my life.
Yeah.
So with that said, then what are your thoughts then on where the Raiders are at right now?
What's
going on with them, man?
It's killing me.
you think Devontae Adams is going to be a Raider next year?
No.
No, I don't think so either.
And Josh McDaniels is killing me.
Yes, Josh McDaniels is to me he is the problem there right now.
He's a cancer.
Get rid of Josh. If they get rid of Josh McDaniel and they start Aiden O'Connell, you think Devontae Adams will stay?
I don't think he will.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think he will. I honestly, in my heart, I honestly feel like, you know, the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, you know, he had so many years with Aaron Rodgers. Who's to say he don't try to get out there and finish out his career with Aaron?
True. That's true.
You know,
I think that whole David Carr situation, how they used him to lure Adams over there, it kind of like Adams was like, really? Now
I've got a real
that's what pissed me off. You really you lured him over there, making him think that y'all were gonna build around him, Derek Carr, and that defense, build around Max Crosby, and you did the exact opposite.
Yeah,
you did, and I'm a big Carr fan.
Yeah, I like Carr.
I like David. When my wife and I went to Vegas and got married, she got me a tour of the stadium. We went into their team shop. The jersey I bought was a Carr jersey.
Yeah,
I still wear it. I still wear it.
Because Derek Carr is a good QB. Derek Carr, in my opinion, is better than his older brother David. Like when David Carr was in the NFL,
miles ahead.
You know what I mean? You could tell he was underdeveloped and he wasn't ready to be an NFL starting quarterback coming out of college. He needed to sit for a couple years. Derek Carr got that opportunity to sit, develop, and learn how to be an NFL quarterback, and he's miles ahead of his brother. But
absolutely,
I think he was done so dirty in.
It was dirty.
The Raiders organization.
So it looks now like Jimmy G is just like a placeholder for now. That's basically why he was brought in.
Yeah, Jimmy G. He's a decent ball player, decent quarterback. And how's it going? No, we'll grab it all. Yeah, we'll grab it all. Thank you. But you know, he's a decent quarterback, but I just man, he's so injury prone.
Yeah.
He's so injury prone. You know, it's like this year already. You know, he took that shot and went down, and I'm like, oh, see.
Well, you remember too, they didn't even know if he would be able to start week 1. He barely cleared physicals. Like I think it was like a week or two before the season started. So I feel you on that
injury clause.
Yeah.
But to answer your question about the Texans, okay, so the long story short on the Texans, when they come into the league, I told my brother that I told my brother when they come in, I said, if the Raiders aren't doing good, this is a team I'll root for. If they're doing good, I've kind of like cheered for them, off and on. It's just been like a second team.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm happy for him, and plus, being a Buckeye fan, having C.J. Stroud in there.
There you go. There you go. I was high on C.J. coming out. I really felt that he should have been the top quarterback over Bryce Young.
I'm glad he wasn't. I'm glad he wasn't.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, what DeMeco Ryans is doing there already.
Yeah.
With this team, by putting C.J. Stroud with a young wide receiver like Nico Collins and Tank, man, they got some good things going on there. Dameon Pierce. It's a young team. And I'm really digging what the Texans got going on.
And I told a lot of Texans fans that I talked to here, because some of them had mixed emotions about CJ. I said, let me tell you something about CJ. If the Texans are smart and they give him the protection he needs, he will drop dimes all day long.
Well, and the scary thing is that offensive line isn't even healthy yet. Like, they're not complete, man. It's crazy. So what he's doing there without that whole complete offensive line, when they come back,
I mean, the man hasn't thrown an interception yet.
Yeah, it's impressive.
You want to know why? Because DeMeco Ryan is a developing coach. He will develop a player. He will take the time to develop all his players at any position.
Exactly.
He's developing C.J. Stroud while C.J. Stroud is playing and learning.
And they've really meshed well together.
Yeah, they have.
The scouts and the NFL draft scouts and all them people, analysts and all them guys kept saying C.J. Stroud is the most NFL ready QB coming out of college. He was the most NFL ready QB coming out of college.
I've been yelling that all off season before the draft, man. I'm like, this guy is the one that is ready.
And I think Will Levi is going to be the second best out of this draft class. I think Will Levi is going to be the second most NFL ready quarterback, because now he gets to sit under Ryan Tannehill and learn. He's then get thrown into the fire. Yeah. Anthony Richardson will have a tough first couple years, Well,
like I said, me being a Buckeye fan, diehard Buckeye fan, born and raised in Ohio. I love my Buckeyes. I got a tattooed on my leg.
Y'all got another shot this year, man. Y'all got another strong shot this year.
I haven't missed a game in 29 years.
I got Maryland giving y'all a run for your money right now. I'm just saying.
I'll watch that game. I'll watch that game when I get home.
He's like, I ain't worried about that game right now.
I haven't missed a game.
Don't tell me about it.
I haven't missed a game in 29 years. I'm either at them, watching them on TV, or listening to them on the radio. And like, I'm here, they're playing. It's being recorded so I can watch it when I get home. Even though I know the outcome of it, I'm still going to watch it when I get home.
There you
go. That way I can keep the streak going.
He gonna check on that game if he get that upset alert.
Man, that upset alert come through, I might throw my phone.
You're like, I ain't gonna watch it, but then you're still gonna end up watching it because you're like, well, I gotta see what we did wrong. I gotta see what happened.
Right. Well, I'll tell you how diehard I am. Okay, my youngest daughter, she lived with me and my wife for a few years before she went in the Army, and she downloaded the ESPN app. That way, because she worked a lot of times on Saturdays, that way when she come home from work and went to bed, or she was out doing something, she knew whether to come out of her room on Sunday, but she knew what kind of mood I was going to be in by the ESPN alert of how the game turned out.
Yeah.
Smart on her part. Definitely smart on her part. Definitely smart on her part. She's like, oh, Dad's in the bad one. Nope, not going out there. I'm going to just stay in my room.
She would be at work on Saturday, and if Ohio State was losing, and she got the alert, she would look at one of her girlfriends at work and be like, hey, you want to go do something after work?
I just need to get out. I need to get out.
I'm going to visit my dad in all possible ways.
Yeah, she would tell him, my dad's team, the Buckeyes, they're losing, and I'm not going home to that.
Yeah.
When she was little, the first full sentence I taught her was "Go Bucks, Michigan sucks." And she would see Michigan stuff, and she'd be like, "Daddy, there's that Go Bucks, Michigan sucks shit." I'm like, "Yes, girl."
That's when you're like, I'm so proud. Damn, I'm proud right now.
Well, I took her. She was, right after I taught her that is when Ohio State remodeled the stadium a little bit.
Yeah.
And they opened it up to the public, to go in and check it out. So I took her up there, and walked her around. We got to meet a lot of the players. That was when Jonathan Wells was playing there, and all that. And we go up, and I get Jonathan Wells' autograph, and I told her, I said, Sissy, I said, tell Jonathan, go Bucks. So she looks at him, she goes, go Bucks, Michigan sucks. He about lost it. He's like, bro, can I hold her? So I'm handing my daughter to an Ohio State player. He takes off with her and walks around to other players and coaches and has her saying it to all them. I mean, she became the star to the players instead of the opposite way.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and she always grew up saying she was going to be a Ohio State cheerleader. That's what she wanted to be when she grew up. But now she's in the Army, doing good in the Army, and her and her husband both, and I'm proud of both of them. And and then what we went through with, thank you. And then what we went through with my youngest grandson being born early. He was born June 14th, wasn't due till September 11th. He weighed 2 pounds 9 ounces when he was born. Now the little man's up to almost 10 pounds.
Yeah,
nice. That's a blessing.
So I call him my little warrior.
There you go.
That's what I refer to him. The fighter, he's a warrior, he's a soldier, man. But Rick, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for giving us this experience of a XFL showcase. Yeah,
appreciate you, man. Straight up.
There with you. Make sure you guys go and follow all the super fans. Make sure you get their information and their socials. Rig, if you want to go ahead and get your 15 seconds of fame, let everybody know where they can find you at.
I'd be sure to drop the mask again, man, because we're gonna need that.
I'll do it when I get off.
All right.
On Facebook, it's the Rig Rockers. On Instagram is the rig.rockers. So follow me. I'll follow you back. You want to give a shout out to yours?
Oh yeah.
Give a shout out.
If you're not following the Neon Green Mafia podcast yet, you're already fucking up. Oh, already messing up. I said ducking up. Real quick. Duck it up. You duck it up right now. This is what you need to be worried about right now.
Stand guard,
baby. That's what you need to be worried about right now.
Stand guard.
Big OG. Yo, Jerry's, I'm going to holler at you, bro.
All right, brother. Thank you for your time, man. I appreciate you, dude.
Much love, fellas.
All right, fellas. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you, Rick. Appreciate you, man. Y'all be safe out there, man, and have a good time, all right? There it is.
Rig Rocker, baby. Be water, my friend. We are the XFL. Let's go.
Love you.
Love you too, brother. Holla at you. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. That was a great experience. I ain't gonna lie. Getting to see those guys out there, doing their thing a little bit, but just seeing the fan support for the spring league in general. We're just gonna call it the spring league for right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it, but just to see all that fan support, man, it's just an amazing thing to see. Took a lot of the time up of the show, but hey, it is what it is. So let's just jump right into it. That Thursday night football game, that was a blistering.
Man, I don't know. Washington, man, good. Like Ron Rivera, dude, like what? Okay, I get it. Y'all were in a war with Philly. Sunday, it was a short week. But the more I thought about it, bro, I was like, okay, but it was a short week for the Bears. They're coming off of a huge emotional loss because that big lead that they blew against a bad Broncos team. And then I really feel like the Bears were playing on a lot of emotion here because we were hearing all week about Justin Fields, them going and drafting his replacement. We've been hearing all week about we didn't even know if the head coach was going to make it to the end of the week without being fired. And then the Dick Butkus thing. So I think the team itself said, look, we're going to play for you guys tonight. And they had to travel to Washington. There was no excuse for Washington to lose this game the way they did. Much love to you, Rig. We appreciate you, brother. Straight up, man.
Thank you for
that. There was no excuse. There was no excuse at all.
Do you think
the way DJ Moore is the only receiver that caught a damn pass in this game?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
230 yards, 3 touchdowns. Him and Justin Fields were on point. They showed what they got DJ Moore for in the offseason. To give Justin Fields someone to throw to. You know what I mean? Who can bail them out of situations and things of that nature. And he did.
Yeah.
He bailed them out in this game, and they played really well. You know, they played really well in this game. And
Washington forgot how to tackle.
That's
one thing I saw.
Washington forgot how to play football on all sides of the ball. Let's just keep it real. Chicago dismantled them. Sam Howell was running for his life.
Oh my gosh, man! It was.
I think Eric Bieniemy has a head coaching job in the future coming up.
15. Justin Fields had only 15 completions in this game. 8 of them went to DJ Moore. The other 7 went to tight ends. That's it. That's all the completions that he had in this game. I think this game was more about DJ Moore than it was Justin Fields. I know everybody, media's all like, oh, Justin Fields. But no, this game was more about DJ Moore because what I saw so much of from DJ Moore in this game, I talked about how Washington couldn't tackle in this game.
Yeah.
Because DJ Moore was just slipping tackles left and right. His yards after the catch were insane. You know, and so like you said, Bieniemy, yeah, man, he might be moving up before the end of this season, man.
Bieniemy might be interim head coach by the end of the season because
we talked about it this offseason.
Schemes towards, with certain teams. Let's just keep it real with certain teams we've seen so far. He can really put Washington in a position to win games. You know what I mean? And
the only thing I don't like about what he was doing the other night is they've got he has this. He's still, and this is his first year there, so he's gonna get used to his talent that he's got there on that offense. Bieniemy will, but it was kind of like Sam Howell is not Mahomes to where you can there doesn't have to be a top guy outside of your tight end. Like, Mahomes is just so good. We talked about it last week, how sometimes you don't know who his star receiver is going to be in the upcoming game because it's different games. With Washington, though, Bieniemy's going to learn, no, you've got Terry McLaurin there. He has to be your guy. You use your run game. He's got a run game there that they didn't have in Kansas City. So he's going to have to learn to use that. I mean, Brian Robinson is a legit. He's got a good ceiling, man. He could be a good running back in this league for a long time.
You just got to give him opportunity to go out there and get better with each game. Get better with each game and give him more reps. You know what I mean?
And I think that will come with Bieniemy. Like he's going to have to adjust his playbook and his scheme a little bit based on the players he's got there.
Right.
And I don't want to say that it won't happen because we're 5 games in to his first time being there. So it's going to be something that he'll have to adjust to. But I'm with you, man. Like I love what he does at certain play calls at certain times, man, where he can get certain guys involved. Definitely.
210 Brahmasita, welcome in. How you doing today? We were just on with SAJ and Brahma Babe and all them, Rig Rocker and everybody down at the show.
What's up, Chica? Hope you're having a good Saturday. Thank you for jumping into the comments. Appreciate you.
Definitely. But I think Eric Bieniemy has a great opportunity ahead of him if he can just prove that he is a better fit for a head coach than Ron Rivera. And I mean, it's showing so far during the season. And I just think he's a really good offensive coordinator. He has a really good offensive mind, but like you said, he's got to implement that run game. And now that you got Johan Donson, you got Terry McLaurin, it gives Sam Howell some options. You know what I mean? So utilize both of those guys, throw the tight end in, use the running back.
Well, and that's what I was going to talk about, the tight end, Logan Thomas. He had 9 catches the other night. You know what I mean? So they really just he knows that offense using the tight end because of Kelsey, his days with Kelsey. They can use that, but it's going to open everything up for his playmakers with Dotson and McLaurin, man. They're on a secret mission at the showcase.
On a secret mission. Okay.
Infiltration.
Right,
that's what it is.
We'll see what that mission is come this Friday or next Friday on the Horns Forward podcast. So make sure you guys tune in next Friday, Horns Forward, 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, guys. And
so let me ask you something about this game we're talking about, man. That Washington defense, bro, they've been pretty good this year.
Yeah.
This game, other than Chase and his 11 pressures, which he still didn't get a sack, but he's starting to look more and more like the old, Chase Young again.
Yeah.
What went wrong with this defense's game, man? Like I said, they couldn't tackle. That's why I put out that tweet that they looked tired.
They did.
This whole game. They did. That Philly game really took a lot out of this defense.
I was going to say, I think it was the Philly game, man. I think the Philly game not only took a lot of energy out of these guys, but I think it took a lot of drive. It took a lot of energy out of these guys. Like, they just went in. It even from the first snap.
Yeah,
Chicago just looked like they were going to run away with the game. From what I was just looking as a viewer, I'm watching. I'm like, these guys look slow. They look tired. They look exhausted. Like, that game took so much out of them.
Yeah,
and I think that was a major part in this loss and how bad they got beat. I mean, they were down 17, 20, something like that, 20-0 at one point. Man. And then made a comeback, but it was like
I know I was almost like looking at this when they started coming back, and I'm like, oh shit, Chicago, here we go again. Here we go again. I almost looked like Chicago was gonna blow this thing again, but they were able to make plays that they weren't able to make against Denver late in the game last week, man, to kind of put it out of reach. But that Washington defense, they're definitely gonna be licking their wounds after this, and it's a good thing they have a long week to prepare for next week, because they're going to need it, man. I just don't know. Ron Rivera, though, we talked about it in the offseason, me and you, bro, about him being on the hot seat.
Yeah.
This loss definitely put him back in that spotlight. Like I told my brother yesterday, when we talked about a couple of weeks about the Cowboys and Arizona game, this game was a lot more embarrassing for Washington than that game was, because that's the upset everybody's been talking about up until now. And I think it's because, like you have right there, that Bears 14-game losing streak. You're at home, Washington. You have a very good defense. You have playmakers on offense. And yet you get embarrassed. You get embarrassed at home by a team that was on this major losing streak, man. There's no excuse for it. Ron Rivera has got to be, if they don't win next week, I got to be honest, we could see Ron Rivera out after week 6.
Yeah, because to come off of a season when you had a chance to go to the playoffs and you took out your starting quarterback who got you to where you were in an opportunity of getting to the playoffs, to put back in the starting quarterback who was injured and wasn't winning you games.
Yeah.
You missed the playoffs. Now you come into this season and you just look like your team just looks horrible from the very beginning of the season. They didn't even look good in the preseason, and that says a lot. So I think Ron Rivera is definitely on the hot seat. I think that, like you said, the football team commanders. What are we going to call these? Their names next season. So we're just going to call them the Washington football team commanders. All right. So football team commanders has been looking really horrible. They're licking their wounds after how many? 3 straight losses?
They got to play
again this season.
Yeah, they're 2-3 right now. They went into this game 2-2. They got the Falcons next week. They're on a long week because they're going to need to rest, because we know what do the Falcons do? They run the football. All right, so Commanders. Well, I want to give Washington. I got to see how Atlanta looks tomorrow, but I really think Washington, they're going to need those extra days to rest up, because when you're facing a run first offense, it's a lot of beat 'em up type of play on your defense, man. So they're going to need it, but y'all better be Washington. If your players love Ron Rivera, they better show out next week against Atlanta. That's all I'm saying, because if it's another embarrassing loss like this, and Atlanta's a better team than Chicago, then he could be out.
If Ritter throws for 200 or 300 yards next week against Washington, Ron Rivera should be fired. Eric Bieniemy should be put in.
I'm just laughing at the thought of him doing that, because Ritter's like the worst quarterback in football right now.
He's terrible. He should not.
What's up, JP? How you doing, brother?
He should not pick the football up whatsoever to throw it. Let that man be a wide receiver. Like, do some Taysom Hill stuff with him. Move him into a different position because he don't need to be a damn quarterback in the NFL. I'm sorry. He's horrible. Put Taylor Heineke in there. Then you can have a more balanced offense. Then you'll be a real threat because you put Taylor Heineke out there for the Falcons as your starting quarterback, and you got Bijan Robinson in the backfield. Oh yeah.
Isn't it sad though how a generational tight end talent like Kyle Pitts is just being completely wasted?
Yeah,
completely
definitely.
wasted. It's horrible.
You get Heineke in there, Tyler Pitts is relevant again.
Yeah. Well, watch that Washington game's gonna be the one that Kyle Pitts blows up on. You're gonna see, man. You're gonna see. But Washington, man, y'all got to do something because this was embarrassing. This wasn't just embarrassing for you. This was embarrassing for the NFC East. Damn it.
Yeah.
Y'all come up here, make us look bad like that. We already got the Giants embarrassing us. Sorry, JP. Had to take a little snap right there.
There's two kickers. There's two kickers in the NFL right now.
Yeah.
There's two kickers in the NFL right now who have more points than the Giants combined.
Damn, he went there. Damn. Oh, then he threw the audience laugh in there too.
There's two kickers. And one of them got that star in his helmet. Brandon Aubrey has more points than the New York Giants' entire team has put up this season. And the other kicker is from I forgot what team. I just seen it earlier.
I think it's Philly. Jake Elliott.
Yes, Philadelphia.
Oh, they're both in the NFC East. Damn, our kickers done outscored you.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Oh,
Stop
man.
playing with us.
Hey, and you know what? Giants, man, I'm sorry, bro, but damn, it ain't going to get any better this week, man, because y'all got Miami, who's coming off of Miami after that ass kicking they took to Buffalo. They're going to take it out on somebody this week.
Yep.
They're going to take it out on somebody, man.
All that stress and anger and festivity. Oh, Giants, I feel bad for you. Do I tell you one thing, donuts?
Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you imagine if the Giants were to win that game tomorrow, though?
Bro, if the Giants win that game, the Dolphins are done. The Dolphins' whole season changes. I promise you. I promise you. They're going to get looked at so differently for the rest of the season, especially if Tua plays horribly. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Let me ask you something. Does Miami have to win this game by blowout? Like if they win in a close, like let's say
they got to blow
the Giants. Let's say the Giants defense, who JP texted me the other night, and he made a good point. You know, the Giants defense overall has actually played pretty well this season. They've been on the field forever at times. Plus, you know, the turnovers on the offense, everything.
But they secondary be getting made up.
What do you expect, man? In the fourth quarter when they've been on the field for the whole damn game. Let me ask you something though. If their defense, oh shit, yeah, y'all got the Bills next week.
Oh shit, y'all got the Bills next week.
If their defense happens to like tomorrow just make it an ugly game, which is what the Giants want, and let's say Breida ran pretty well last week. He does well, and they keep this game close. Let's just say this is hypothetical because I know y'all will say, man, you're stupid. That ain't gonna happen. You never know. Look what happened on Thursday night. Okay, all I'm saying is, if that happens and Miami squeaks out a win like 17-14, what does that tell you about the Dolphins? Or is it more telling you about the Giants? Or does it tell us anything? Or is it just gonna be one of those weird games again if that were to happen? You have to poop a sticker on that Cowboy. No, hell
no. No, never. That's what I was just looking at. No, never. Because even if the Giants win, that doesn't mean anything to us. We play the 49ers. We don't give a damn. We got the biggest game of the NFL season coming up.
Yeah, we got the biggest fish in the NFL right now to take care of.
We have this game coming up is the biggest game in the NFL season so far. But I think if the Giants do make it a close game, especially with their defense playing well, it's gonna be. I don't know, man. I don't know. You know
what they're going to have to do is they're going to get into Yeah, they're going to get into a lot of third down situations. It's going to come down to where Daniel Jones is going to have to extend on third downs, either with his legs or just make a pass to where the clock keeps running. You're keeping that Tua, that explosive Miami offense off the field. That's the way they win this game. That's how they won games last year. And I know that there's no Barkley there, but that's the only way I see the Giants having a shot to win this game is by keeping Tua off the field, and you do that by extending your drives on third down. Do we see that happening? No. I mean, I got the Miami winning big in this one, but hell, we've seen some weird shit already this year, bro. So who knows, man? It's.
I just don't think the Giants have it in them to pull out any type of victory,
and I think it comes down to star power. To be honest,
because at the end of the day, they don't have enough
star power.
Yeah, they don't. They do not have enough star power at all, and I think it's one of those games that you just go out there and play your hardest, knowing that you're going to lose. You know what I mean? So I don't see it being a close game at all. I mean,
I would really like to see. I would really like to see Brian Dable maybe. I don't know. They got to get creative on offense. They have to do something different because right now it's very stale. It's the same thing, because of the fact that their offensive line is so banged up right now and so bad because of that. You're going to have to come up with some creative ways to get that ball out of Daniel Jones' hands fast. Yeah. So that means your receivers, your tight ends, everybody's going to have to step up. And it's possible. It is possible, but I don't see it happening, man.
I don't either. I really don't. So, I mean, at the end of the day.
What about Philly, man? We're staying on the NFC East. What are your thoughts on Cooper Kupp coming back? I think he makes an impact right off the bat. I think he does. The Philadelphia Eagles, if they are not careful, they could be on upset alert this week.
Exactly. If they're not careful, and if they're not scared of Aaron Donald and how he's feeling this season.
Matthew Stafford playing well again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua.
Yeah. And then now you put Cooper Kupp back in there. Cooper Kupp has such a hold of this offense from the wide receiver position that it don't matter if he hasn't played for the last 4 games. You can plug him in, and he's still going to be a problem.
Exactly. And you got Puka Nacua coming out his rookie season, having the most reception so far of any receiver in the league. He has the most receptions right now. So, I mean, the Eagles have to be – I know. The hit is killing me, bro. He said Giants, like the one team on the Pee Wee squad that they know they suck, man.
They're like, damn, coach, do we got to play? Can we just go for a pizza party?
We're bigger than us.
No,
coach,
man.
I want to play against my older brother.
That's horrible.
No, but the Eagles better be aware of what the Rams are doing this season, man. The Rams are trying to be relevant again. They're coming off a Super Bowl hangover season. They won the Super Bowl the year before that, come back in last season, and it's just like, what the hell happened? You know what I mean? So the Rams are on a rampage right now.
It's a game though that Philly should win, but it's not going to be an easy one. It's not going to be an easy game.
I can't say that. I can't
say
that.
They should win. They should win. On paper, this is a game that Philly, but Philly is still across the board. Their offensive line is better. Their defensive line is better across the board. They've got more weapons. I know Nakua is doing his thing. Swift is running the ball so well right now.
Line is better.
Oh, their defensive line across the board. They may not have Aaron Donald, but from the front 4, they are. This is one of the best.
Aaron Donald is an impact player like Micah.
He is, but he's not. He is not every. But he's not playing every position on that defensive line. The Eagles, as a unit, defensive line, much better than the unit that Los Angeles is bringing with the Rams. That's what I'm saying.
No, you're right. You're right on paper. Yeah, but Aaron Donald can make his defensive players better, like he's done this season.
He can.
Them other 3 defensive linemen that'll be out there in that 4-3 set. Who the hell are they? We don't know, but we're getting to know them. Why? Because Aaron Donald is making a difference for that defense to where he's not getting all the plays. He's not making every single play, but he's being an impact player on every single play on defense. So that's why I say that the Eagles, I can't sit here and say the Eagles should win this game. I say the Eagles are a favorite to win this game, but I don't think that I don't feel that it's just a gimme game for them. This ain't one of those games that they can go
it's
into.
Not.
It's
it's
not.
Just but I mean, I guess what I'm looking at is Stafford's going to have a hard time though. Stafford's going to get pressure.
No.
I mean, you're looking at Josh Sweat. You got Jordan Davis there, Hassan Reddick. We don't know
if Mac Jones was able to eat that secondary up, bro. Come on now, Mac Jones.
You're talking about a Bill Belichick. You're talking about a Bill Belichick coach team. He has a whole different thing.
You're talking about Sean McVay coach team. Come on now. Come on now.
Okay.
We're talking about a Sean McVay coach team with a good Matthew Stafford still in his prime.
Okay, and that's why I'm saying they are an upset alert. But if you said it yourself, they're favored to win. That means they should win. That's my whole point. This is not a game that the Eagles, on paper, should lose.
You're right.
Hence the reason. If they don't, it is considered an upset. But I think this is the upset to look out for this week.
But I look at it like this, Gabe. Listen to me, bro. I'm gonna look at you when I say this. The Rams only lost by 7 points to the best team in the NFL. What does that say to you?
Oh, that says
the Eagles better be ready.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. The Eagles better be ready.
But, okay, with that said, they also lost to the Bengals. The Bengals are just not a very good team at all. So the Rams have their bad part too, man. They're capable of getting blown out in this game if they're not careful. I do see it more possible though, that it is a closer game. And yes, Aaron Donald, he has to make an impact in this game. He has to flush Hurts out of that pocket if they're going to win this game.
I got you too. No, but you're right. They're gonna have to.
And so that's when the linebackers are going to be key for the Rams if they're going to stay in this game, because you have to bottle up Jalen Hurts. You cannot let him take off. Now the thing is, Philly has done more about they're pulling the reins back on him. They don't want him to get hurt, so you have that opportunity to where you won't have to. But what do you think, man? Do you think Swift is going to be a key player here for Philadelphia, or you think it's going to be more in the pass game with like AJ Brown?
I think they're going to try and be balanced. I think this is one game where we're going to actually I think we're going to actually see the Eagles try and be a balanced offense. I think they're going to run a decent amount of run plays and pass plays together. I think it's really going to be a defensive-minded game because they know the threats that the Rams do have on offense. So I think that on the offensive side for the Eagles, I think they're going to be more balanced. On the defensive side, I think that's where their main focus is going to be. Who's going to be locked up? Who's going to, who's covering who? What schemes are going to be running against a Sean McVay coached offense? It's like playing against a Bill Belichick type offense because you never know. It's like playing against a Kyle Shanahan type. Like these are elite coaches with amazing offensive and defensive minds. You know what I mean? So this is going to be a matchup, man. This is going to be
what's going to be interesting to me too is we
better coach his ass off. That's all I can say. He better coach his ass off.
Yeah,
he better make sure that this team is ready, man. Because this is
we talked about the Matthew Stafford. He's top 5 in passing right now, and the Eagles defense, they have been very susceptible to the pass this year.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Bradbury is not looking like Bradbury of last year. The loss of those two safeties of that safety unit is really exposing this secondary. We said it would. A lot of people were like, y'all were just hating in the offseason. No, we're not, because that safety help was a big boost to their secondary last year. So that's the thing. If Cooper Kupp is back in this game and you got to worry about Kupp and Nakua, and you've got Stafford throwing the way he is, I could see an upset brewing here, man. But we're saying this now. Watch, I'm gonna be turning on at halftime tomorrow. It's gonna be like 35-0 Philly, and I'm gonna be like, man, you know what, Philly? But I could see this. They're on upset alert, though, man. I think that's one of the upsets we definitely have to watch out for, bro.
Definitely.
I just don't know damn, this is tough, man, because there's been so much weird shit going on this year, bro.
Yeah, man.
You know,
especially with like injuries and stuff too. So
yeah,
I just think even this week we got some decent games coming up, and I'm excited for NFL Week 5. I really am. I think Week 5, the matchups that they made with the scheduling that they did this season, I think they did a really good job. Like early in the season,
they knew what they were doing this Sunday night. I'll tell you that much.
Yes, sir. Speaking of this Sunday night, Cowboys go into Santa Clara to take on 49ers. Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm gonna be disrespectful. It's all about the Cowboys, baby. Okay? It's all about the Cowboys. I'm going to be decked up in my gear. I'm putting on my 13s, my custom Dallas Cowboy 13s. I'm rocking the jersey. My wife's going to be decked out in her 49er gear. It's going to be a war in this house tomorrow night. And I'm going, what? Y'all think y'all don't think what? I'm ready. I got the Cowboys, cowboy hat and everything, baby. I am ready. So I hope Dak Prescott. You look at me when I'm talking to you. You gotta bring your ass to this game.
I can hear the violins in the background right now. There's violins playing in the background right now.
With that mindset, damn it. Look at my wife. Look, we only in that cap. You better come in this game with the mindset of I have to win this game. I have to win this game. Dak, you have to be the best player on the damn field tomorrow night. I'm talking to you, Dakota. Prescott. Divisional round Dak. Hashtag divisional round Dak. I'm talking to you, bro. Bring that A game, bro. Because if you don't.
I got to tell you, bro. As a Dak Prescott fan, as a big Dak Prescott guy, I am. Oh, yeah. I mean, he has to. What do you expect? He's a Giants fan. They don't have that rivalry with the Niners like we do.
At all. So
but to be honest, man, as a Cowboys fan, I am right there with you. Dak has to show up. Plays well in the regular season. I am nervous about this game as a Dak fan. Not saying because I don't think he can get it done, but because of the amount of pressure that is on him in this game. There is a lot of pressure on Dak Prescott. Of anybody on this team, he's the one that has all the pressure right now in terms of the players. Yeah. Because if he throws one interception tomorrow, Twitter, social media, it is going to blow up. Regardless of it's like in the second quarter, you're going to hear it. You're going to hear it. So
even if it doesn't affect the outcome of the game.
Yes.
Even
if
it
exactly.
It's going to affect the outcome of the game.
They're going to be like, well, the Cowboys won, but Dak Prescott played bad. You know, that's what it's going to be. Me, just win the game. Don't lose the game, Dak. That's all I ask. That's all he needs to do tomorrow. Let your defense keep it close. I expect it to be a close game. I think McCaffrey is the guy we got to worry about. You know, he is one of the MVP candidates right now. The way he's playing, McCaffrey scares me tomorrow. Our linebackers defensively, I really am interested to see what we're going to do defensive-wise in terms of our scheme to kind of combat what they do, because what the Niners do, they play the middle of the field so well, especially in the pass game. And we are going – I've been hearing analysts talk about it this week. Well, the Dallas Cowboys don't have the linebackers. Well, no. That's why y'all forgot about people like J-Ron Curse, Donovan Wilson, who love to come in and play those tight ends like Kittle in the middle of the field, Deebo Samuel. The key here for us, Jersey, is going to be tackle. We cannot afford to be missing tackles like we were in the playoffs last year. Right. We have to tackle in this game. If we can tackle, keep the score close. I like Brandon Aubrey kicking the ball. I don't care if it's field goals as long as we win the damn game and Dak don't lose the game. Please don't lose the game because, damn it, I'm going to have to go to war for you all freaking week. Dak, I believe in you. Hashtag Dak's my quarterback. Yeah. We're going to see, man. We're going to see. We're going to see, but It's gonna be a war, man. This is not gonna be an easy game for either team. I'm laughing at Niners fans. Niners fans, if you look at them on social media, they're talking like, "Oh, this is a gimme. This is a gimme."
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all need to listen to your players and coaches the way they're talking, because the Niners players and coaches are like, "Yeah, this is a legit game. Like, this is going to be a tough one." But the Niners fans are talking like, "No, yeah, on to week 6, 5-0."
Exactly. I've been saying it all season long, all preseason, all off season since the schedule's been announced. Week 5.
Yes.
That's going to determine the best team in the NFC. Week 5.
Yeah, and Eagles fans, I know y'all don't like to hear that, but deal with it, because we're in the spotlight this week, baby.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, I feel that this game, Jerry Jones said it. Jerry Jones said it the most. And he said it, whatever, hit. Screw you. Jerry Jones said it the best, I should say. This game really is going to decide whether we're Super Bowl worthy.
Yeah.
He didn't say it in those exact words, but I'm just saying this game is really going to decide whether we're Super Bowl worthy. If we can win this game, if the Dallas Cowboys can come away with a win, no matter how dirty it is, no matter how rough it is, no matter how banged up and just crazy this game gets, if we pull out a win, we're that team to beat in the NFC.
And I'm going to tell you something, bro. Yeah, I'm going to tell you something. A loss by Dallas in a very close game, that doesn't matter. That's just as bad as getting blown out, because we've already shown the last 2 years that we can compete with the Niners. We've known that. They've been close games. They've come close games that come down to the fourth quarter the last 2 years. Yep. But we haven't shown we can beat them. If we lose another close game, then it's like everybody's going to be like, "See, told y'all."
The Niners.
Y'all ain't there yet. Y'all ain't there yet. Yeah.
They'll say the 49ers will be our kryptonite. And the crazy thing is, we got a better record during the regular season head-to-head. We have the winning record against the 49ers when it comes to head-to-head regular season matchups. But the playoffs, and all together, you add them all together, we're 19-19-1.
19-19-19-1. This is the rubber match.
And that's including the playoffs. So we got to get this win to solidify ourselves as a legit team in the NFC, or the legit team in the NFC. We not only have to beat the 49ers, but in week 8, we have to go out there and beat the Eagles. To do this in the regular season, to silence everybody, to shut everybody
this game
up,
right here is going to be the beginning of a gauntlet for our defense.
Yep.
Because after this game, man, we run against some really good offenses. We got to face the Rams. We're playing good well. We got to face Philly. We got Buffalo coming up down the line. We got Miami. Yep. So this is really where our defense begins to either prove that they are as good as they've looked, as good as advertised, and are the best defense in football, or this is where they're going to get exposed, is during this. It starts here. And this is where our defense really has to show up, man. Well, everybody's talking about, like I told you, they're talking about Dak Prescott and how I think he's the player with the most pressure on the field tomorrow. I think the defensive unit for Dallas, though, are the ones that have to give us the opportunity to win. Yeah. They have to. They have to keep us in this game. McCaffrey's going to be big, though. We know he's going to get his carries because he's going to get over 20 carries. We know this. They're going to run the ball. The key is, like I said, how are we going to cover the middle? Because the middle is where the Niners and their receivers and their playmakers, that's where they make all the yards after the catch and make their big plays, man. So it's going to be a battle for the middle of the field for us defensively, but offensively, I think Dak has to keep using Ferguson. Keep using him. Make them have to worry about our tight end. And then, like me and you talked about the other day, bro, this is the game. This is the team that Brandon Cooks was brought in for against, to give Dak that other weapon that can stretch that defense. Now's the time, bro. We haven't seen it all year. We haven't seen them take no deep shots to him. Open it up against his defense.
Mike McCarthy has to coach his ass off as well. This is a game where all the pressure is on Mike McCarthy, Dak Prescott, and the defense. Micah Parsons has to show up today. Tank has to show up today. Osa Digizua has to show up today. Leighton Vander Esch has to show up today. Our linebacking core has to show up today, or tomorrow, excuse me. But I'm speaking in the future, okay? I'm speaking future tense. Today, show the hell up. Because if you show up, San Francisco won't know what to do. If we put on a performance that we put on in that game last season without Dak throwing a damn or last season in the playoffs, if we can put on a performance like we did last season in the playoffs and really play them tough and Dak doesn't turn the ball over, we can win this game. We can win this game. We have an even better defense than we did last year. And
let me tell you something crazy, bro. Let me tell you something crazy, this stat. The 49ers, very good offensive line. 30% of the pass plays that they're running, they're only allowing pressure on 30% of them. But guess what? The Dallas Cowboys are only allowing pressure on 24% of their pass plays. And guess what? The Dallas Cowboys, for the first time since 2021, are bringing their entire starting offensive line to this game. This is the first time in 2 years that this offensive line, every projected starter is actually going into this game healthy. It's a good thing. I expect to see some bumps at first because of chemistry issues, but these guys are veterans, man. They've been playing this game. They're going to be able to get it together right away. So it's a good thing, man. It's a really good thing because everybody's coming in at the right time healthy. There's no excuses for either team in this game. Niners are at home. They've got that, what is it, that 3.5 point favorites, which is what usually the home team has. So if you want to ask me, that means if they were on a neutral field, it would be a dead line right there.
Yeah.
So it's going to
be love to see it. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see this game in Toy Story mode because that Toy Story mode was lit.
That was dope, bro. I dug it.
I can't even lie. I really dug what they did.
I love what they did, that pick six, and you saw the flames come
on the street. And then when Bijan Robinson was running, you see the juke. Oh man, the way he made it.
I don't know how they did that, but like I actually had two screens. I had the on my phone going on one, and then the regular game on my TV, and everything was in real time. It was crazy. That juke in particular, that was a nasty juke, by the way, dude. That was nasty. You're trying to end somebody's career at that with his ankles. Are you kidding me?
That was so lit how they did that. I think they should start doing that more often. You know what I mean? If they start doing that, especially with like Sunday night games or big end of the week games, that would be so lit. People would love it. The kids would
I love the alternative broadcasts, man, because I was seeing in a dad group I'm on Facebook, it's sports fans, and one of them was talking about that his kids, he's tried to get them to watch football, and he said, and I couldn't. He goes, but then I had them watching this, and they loved it. They loved the Toy Story mode. There's just the different kind of gimmicks and different alternative broadcasts that the NFL can get creative with, like the Manning brothers on Monday. I love it, bro. They had me rolling this past week. It was freaking hilarious watching those two guys. I prefer actually watching their broadcast of the game.
The regular broadcast.
You know what I mean? So I love the alternative. Yeah, I love the alternative broadcast. Yes, they do.
Way more fun.
You know what I love too is like you watch Peyton Manning and he's sitting there, he's getting mad like at the play calls, like what the hell are they doing? And I'm like, that's like a fan. He's watching it as a fan, but he knows the game so well, and they're breaking the game down for the common fan, from a guy who was played it at the highest level. But they're freaking hilarious because the way they bicker at each other like brothers. It's funny as hell, so man. Fun. I love it though. But yes, the Toy Story mode, they need to bring that back. I want it again.
More often. They do need to do it for the real big games. That would be so dope. If they do it for the Super Bowl, I would love. So many kids would watch the Super Bowl. I promise you. But real quick, before we get up out of here, Gabe, let's get into some fan mail. All right. My boy Hit, of course, like always, comes with the mail time. And he says, now that you heard it from two different people, how do you feel about the merger possibly having more USFL teams than XFL teams? If that does happen, Gabe, how do you feel about it?
I hate it. The minute I saw somebody even post about that, I was like, trash. Well, you saw that. I think it was on your post. I comment. Trash. No, then this is not a merger. It's one team basically consuming the other. Yep. That's all that is. It's not, they can't call it a merger then if you're doing that. Because I'm sorry, that's not a merger. Right. That's you basically overtaking, consuming the other league. That's all that is. That's the equivalent of WWF back in the day buying WCW. Yep. That's what that is. It's not a merger. They didn't call it a merger. So if y'all are going to do that, don't call this a merger. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. I hate the idea. It's got to be even teams. If you're not going to do the 16 teams, then it better be 12 teams and 6 teams from each league. That's the best that I'm willing to accept as a fan.
Do it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't like it especially because the USFL, we already know what they're planning to do. If they have it their way, these teams are going to be back in hubs. Have it their way.
Hashtag hubs.
That's right.
Hashtag hubs. I can't even. You took the words right out of my mouth, so I can't even. That's my answer too. I hate the whole idea. It would suck.
Yeah.
It would ruin spring football.
Yes.
The whole hub idea, and
it would make it very difficult, bro, for us to get excited about the first season.
Yeah, because you got only 4 XFL teams, and you got all this XFL fan base. All this movement for the XFL, they're not.
I mean, 4 teams. Who do they keep? They got you keep who? Arlington. You keep Defenders. You keep Seattle, and maybe and the Sea Dragons.
You got to keep St. Louis. You got to keep.
So Arlington. You're telling me you're gonna get rid of the Roughnecks?
They would get.
You know what I mean?
The Guardians, the Brahmas, and the Vipers.
Yeah, and the Brahmas who already have a strong family. Like none of this makes any sense if they do this. No, I'm sorry. 4 teams is not enough. 4 teams is not enough, especially if the USFL, like I said, they have their way, because we know what's coming if the USFL gets their way, bro.
Yeah,
it's more hubs. That's it.
But from what I'm hearing, they're even thinking about going the XFL route, though. So it may not be hubs. They're talking about going the XFL route, and I'm hearing this from players a lot.
My thing is, I just don't trust the USFL if they have more control here. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
I don't know, man. That's my thoughts, though. Trash. To answer it was one word: trash.
Trash. Straight ass. All right, next question. Do you feel in football that players starting from high school and going to these leagues should get a psychological evaluation done before joining? Honestly,
from high school, I don't know.
No, I get what he's saying. He's saying these players starting to play football from high school, and then going into college and then joining these spring leagues or even National Football League, should they get a psychological evaluation? In a way, sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, maybe that would be a good idea. But I also think about a lot of the issues that's happened with some of these players, and it's been after they retired, or it's been after they suffered 10, 12, 15 concussions, you know what I mean? Yeah. And they don't realize that they have CTE and things like that. So I'm kind of on the fence with it. I would be for it in some cases, like what some of these young idiots doing in college, playing with guns, being stupid, knowing right from wrong. You know what I mean? You ain't had enough concussions yet. You know what I mean? Or you ain't playing no real football yet to say, oh, well, I had this gun and I was threatening this dude because of CTE. No, bro, you did it because you chose. But, so I'm on the fence with it. Certain thing, it really just comes down to the situation. And
I think if they show signs in other situations, then you'll be like, okay, we need to have an evaluation here. Definitely. I think like if they had issues in high school, then they jumped to college, they played well in high school enough to get into college ball, but there was behavioral issues there. Like if there's a record, then I think, then you should do an evaluation. And actually some teams do. When they interview these players, a lot of them will do that. I think, was it Randy Gregory, when he was coming out, Dallas had a couple of these psychological evaluations with him before they decided to take him. And by the way, Randy Gregory, now a Niner. You're a backup now. You're a backup. Sorry.
Look, and even when they said it, they said benched linebacker, Dolphins, or they said Broncos trade Ben Linebacker Randy Gregory to the 49ers.
But
but
back, but yeah, I do think that, like you said, it's got to be situational, because you can't just start telling everybody we're going to give you a psychological, evaluation, and like, why? I'm a perfect, I was straight A student coming out of school. I've never been in trouble. Like, why? So yeah, I'm with you. I think it's something that would have to be situational. Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said, if there's a history of that type of behavior, that needs to be evaluated, definitely. You know what I mean? So there you go. And yeah, Hit says, I got you. It's a double-edged sword type of thing. I had to ask because you hear things about players and stuff, but I understand what y'all are saying. It's like a flip of a coin. Definitely. It definitely is. That's a great way to put it.
Touchy subject. It's very touchy. Very.
It's one of the things where some people are on the fence, like us, where it's situational. Certain situations, yes. Certain situations, no. And the last question by Hit, I love that you always give us 3 questions. Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
How transparent do you want these leagues to be, as in what is happening to certain players pertaining to the game, not personal stuff?
Oh, yeah. I love this question. I love this question. Okay, so I honestly, I'm trying to figure out where I want to start here. Certain players pertaining to the game, not personal stuff. We don't care about Taylor Swift, okay? I don't care that Travis Kelce is dating this woman. So stop putting that on my damn news feeds and every damn sports thing that I'm scrolling by. Every time the freaking Kansas City Chiefs score, I don't want to see her freaking press box. I don't care what she thinks.
Exactly.
With that
Who
said,
the hell is she?
Sorry, I've been waiting 2 weeks to get that off my chest. Now,
Travis Kelce don't even have to score, and they're showing her.
The personal stuff, man, to me, good and bad, if it doesn't affect the team, then I don't really care. Unless you're talking about a certain situation, like with the Ruggs situation, where it's that extreme, it's that bad, things like that. Aaron Hernandez, that's different because that's beyond personal.
Mm-hmm.
But the personal stuff, like the dating, who's dating who, or this player's been, he's been doing this on the side, when he's not playing, and it has no effect on the team, on the fan base, on the game itself, then I don't want to know. If it's not something that's getting him thrown in jail, or he's not doing something bad, like he's not, beating on his wife or something, then I don't want to know about it, because that's personal. There's guys have a personal life for a reason, and I get it. I've told this to people when players, Barkley used to talk about, I don't want to be a role model. There's a very fine line between the fact that when you choose this profession, you have to accept the fact that your life isn't so personal anymore. But as fans, we have to respect a certain level of privacy for these guys in their lives, man. You know what I mean? So the transparency thing, like I said, unless it's super extreme, I don't want to know about it. That's just my opinion.
For me, it's like this. Let's just talk about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift situation. What the hell does that do for me? What is that doing for me as a football fan? What are they doing for me in my life? Not a damn thing. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce ain't giving me no damn money. They're not supporting the Gridiron podcast show. They're not supporting Gridiron Nation podcast show. They're not doing shit for me. So why the hell do I care?
And this is why we're one of the few podcasts that have not been talking about this up until now, because of that.
I don't care.
Continue.
That does not make or break my life. I don't wake up every day like, oh, what is Travis and Taylor doing? What's TT doing? I don't give a damn. What's TT, Tay, and Trav? Because if you want to be honest, my wife showed me this video clip on Facebook this past week, right? And it was about this girl. She's like, did you know Taylor Swift just got this? What is this? Travis Kelce? Her brother's like, it's Travis Kelce. How do you not know who Travis Kelce is? And she's like, well, she just got him like top 5 in jersey sales and something like, and I started looking at it like, yeah, if you guys look at it, this whole Travis and Taylor Swift shit, his sales for his jerseys has jumped tremendously. Didn't nobody give a damn about Travis Kelce's jersey like that before, unless they were a Chiefs fan. Now everybody and their mama, all these little girls, want to wear Travis Kelce jerseys and all that. So like that kind of crap, I don't care. But when it comes to football, if it's about the team, if it's about something happening with the team, yes, be transparent. Let us know.
Yeah.
Let us know, especially as fans, because it's and people are that invest money in gambling and as well as fantasy. You know what I mean? Fantasy football.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know about it when Taylor Swift is providing funding for a new field for the Kansas City Chiefs or something. You know what I'm saying?
Let us know when they're looking at putting in money for an expansion team, or hey, they're doing something for spring football. Then we can talk. Until then, give a damn.
And like JP says, they know they're pulling in viewership from Swift fans. Exactly.
Yep.
And there's the money there, but this is only going to be temporary. You think do you think all these Swift fans are going to get like all hardcore into football after this? No.
Yeah.
No, because when they break up and she makes another hit song about their breakup, then they're going to be like, you know what? Screw him. I don't want to watch it no more. Get that jersey and burn. You're going to be seeing all these Taylor Swift fans burning his jersey. That's what you're going to see. And then the NFL is going to be like, well, we kind of milked that.
Yep. Took it into the ground.
You know what the NFL is not realizing, though, and you're seeing it more and more, is that the actual fans are getting pissed off by this. They're like, we don't care anymore. We don't care. Stop showing her every time there's a touchdown. Hell, you saw the one with when Pacheco just broke that one last week. It wasn't even Kelce on the play. Pacheco broke it. Long one. Touchdown. He was about to get into a nice little dance, and then instead they cut to Taylor Swift. I'm like, I don't give a damn.
See the man celebrate.
That's all.
He be having funny ass dances though. He said, "Look at my comment." He said, "But this question is strictly to the game and leagues, nothing outside." Is that? No, we got you. I'm just saying when it comes.
But that's
to
why we're saying it's got to be about the game if we're gonna care. Yeah,
because they're doing too much of it. They're doing too much. They're caring. Like, bro, Russell Wilson married Sierra. They talked about it for that much time. You know what I mean?
And they're actually married and got a family now, still together. You remember when Jessica Simpson and the Romo thing, and they kept showing her, and us Cowboys fans were like, I don't give a damn about her. Stop showing up to the games. You're bad luck.
I seen the meme this morning, actually, either yesterday or this morning. Jessica Simpson did it first. Get in the backseat, bitch. She did it first. They were showing her so much. We don't care. We don't care.
Yeah, we don't.
Care who scored the touchdown. Show Romo and the player that scored the touchdown celebrating.
If it affects the team, the game, what we're putting on the field, be transparent. Because as fans, we have a right to know about all this stuff. But anything else, I don't give a damn. I don't care about what's going on. All right. That's it. Like, I don't care that freaking, Tony Pollard spent his day out at a mall somewhere taking pictures. I might see one post about it and I'm like, cool, I like it, share it, and that's it. But I don't want to see my whole timeline feel. And I mean, you'll never see something like that. You won't see nothing like that.
If it says, oh, Tony Pollard's out here at a fundraising event, we're gonna share the shit out of that. Yeah. We're gonna share the hell out of that. We're gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? Because it's something that is actually
impactful because the team is involved in this. The team ain't involved with Taylor Swift. I mean, they're loving the attention they're getting right now. I mean,
everybody banging Taylor Swift on the team.
But to be honest, I think people like the actual fans now. We're like, okay, y'all milk this shit. We're tired of it, man. Right. We're tired of it. Just move on.
I'm sorry. I'm just saying. Unless the whole team's banging Taylor Swift, don't nobody care. I'm just saying. So that we don't need that type of transparency.
There's a song for you. That's when Travis Kelce coming out with some kind of country song. I lost my wife to the whole damn team.
Hey, man, thank you for the mail time, bro. We greatly appreciate you. Yeah, I said the whole
team, man.
Yeah, bro, I don't care. Yeah, it's gotta hit that. Ain't no fun if the homies can. Last topic for today, man. Before
her last tour gonna be called the locker room tour because she went around toured the whole locker room. Damn. Oh man. Hey, Taylor Swift fans gonna get a hold of this little episode of ours, and they're gonna be like, man, cancel the Gridiron. Cancel it.
Look, and we're gonna get so popular. Let's get it. No, but before we get up out of here, man, because it's gonna be a short show today. Gabe got some things to do. I got some things.
By the way, real quick, 27-20
in the
Oklahoma up on Texas with 8.5 left, man. So it's a hell of a game, y'all. Tune in.
This game is huge for Oklahoma Sooner fans, Texas Longhorn fans. And this game is huge for the Big 12 conference and the SEC conference in the future. The reason we say that is because this is the last Red River Rivalry game that we'll see in the Big 12 conference. Both of these teams are moving to the SEC next season. So now this big Red Rivalry or this Red River Rivalry game is now going to be in the SEC. So this is huge. This is big implications for this season alone, but it's also big implications going into next season, because next season, whoever wins this game has bragging rights for the rest of the year, and they get to go in like, oh, we're the baddies of the Red River Rivalry in the SEC so far. So, you know, they're going to be defending that crown, whoever wins this game, and it's a close one. Hell, the first 6 minutes of this game, there was what? I got it right here on my phone. The first 6 minutes of this game, 2 interceptions, a trick play, a fumble that wasn't a fumble, and a blocked punt for a touchdown, all in the first 6 seconds. There's been so many turnovers in this game.
This is crazy because both teams are good this year. But I think it's bigger for Oklahoma because we've seen what Texas is doing. Actually, Texas right now, they're trying to get their name into the, that top half of the top 10. They're trying to stay there. If they lose this game, though,
drop them because Texas is number 3 right now. Texas is number 3. Oklahoma's number 12.
They're trying to stay there. They got to win this game, and right now they're down. But right now it's looking like anybody's ball game right now, man. These teams are playing their asses off right now.
Yeah, definitely. The way the interceptions and turnovers are going, man. There's been so many fumbles and interceptions in this game. The defenses have been playing tough. The offense have been a little sloppy, but that's because these defenses are out there making it hard for both teams to really put on some points and for one team to run away with the game. That's what I got to give credit for. Just I got the game. I've been watching the game the whole show, even before the show started the game, because of course it came on at 9 a.m. My time, 12 Eastern. But I'm just saying, like, this game has been really, really exciting. It's been the Red River Rivalry for real. So you guys check it out. ABC right now. They're going into the fourth quarter if they're not already in the fourth quarter. But it's definitely a crazy game right now, man. It's 27-20. Oklahoma's leading the number 3 Sooners. Number 12 Oklahoma is leading the number 3 Sooners. And
Longhorns.
8 minutes, or excuse me, the Oklahoma Sooners are leading the number 3 Longhorns. Excuse me. And there's 8 minutes and 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And
a lot of time. But the way these two teams can score fast, a lot of time left in this game, man. Yeah.
Because Oklahoma's got some explosive receivers out there, but so does Texas. Both running backs have had issues with holding on to the ball for both teams. So it's just going to be an interesting last 8 minutes, man. Oklahoma's driving. Texas is trying to stop him, get that ball back. So, like I said, if you're not watching this Red River Rivalry, and the last Red River Rivalry matchup of the Big 12, which is a killer, man, because, man, that's made the Big 12 somewhat of the conference.
You know what, though? It's going to be crazy, man, because the SEC already as big and powerful as it is, bringing that rivalry to the SEC, man, it's just major. It's major, man. Yeah.
But definitely, guys, we want to thank you all for tuning into the show today.
Yes, thank you, guys, man. We appreciate every one of you every single week. Y'all already know, man. Y'all already know.
Guys, keep us going. You guys make us who we are, even for not only just the Gridiron podcast, but also Gridiron Nation, the Fan Gang Nation show.
And if we start getting the hashtag cancel the Gridiron by the little Taylor Swift fans, y'all better show up and show out for us online, okay? I'm just saying.
Definitely, man. But hit JP, Pendo, Rig Rocker, Brahma Bay, Bruce, SAJ, Ball Hawk 1, everyone that showed up at the XFL showcase. in Orlando today. Thank you guys for being there. Thank you for coming on to the show, giving us a little glimpse of what the showcase actually has to offer and what they're actually doing out there. We got to see a little bit of them doing some broad jumps. But again, I want to thank you guys most importantly for, coming on the show and giving us that experience, because that's an awesome experience for the fans. They get to really see what, the spring league is really doing to make these players have opportunities, or give these players opportunities, to further their careers and still have a chance to make the NFL or be a certified star in the spring league. So, again, thank you guys for doing that and giving us a glimpse of what's really going on behind the scenes at these showcases. And just, Gabe, I want to thank you, bro. Again, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. We try to do this every week, man. Just try to be the best that we can. Me and you coming on, just being ourselves with everybody, trying to do the best we can to bring y'all a good show. That's all that I go like. Can't fight with me. I don't care.
Stand up for the gridiron.
Stand up, bro.
Stand up for the gridiron, damn it. You can't lose that platform.
By the way, y'all, so just wanted to give y'all a heads up. I'm gonna try later on this evening. I'm gonna try to go live through my Dallas Cowboys Nation page and through Gridiron Nation. Just do like a quick little 30-minute live segment. Just I want to break down the Cowboys Niners game because how big it is. And if y'all just appreciate y'all, maybe tell your Cowboys friends about it. I'm going to try and go on sometime this evening, man, and just kind of break down the game a little bit, the ins and outs on both sides of the ball, and get everybody else's thoughts. You guys have heard our thoughts for this last week, with Gridiron Nation that the other night, and now with the Gridiron today. You guys know what we think about this game. I want to know what the Cowboys fans and the Niners fans are going to think. So I'm going to be going live later on today, y'all. So just keep an eye out for that. Be sure to share it. Get your Niners and Cowboys fans on there, man. So just a quick heads up.
Make sure to send me that link too. I still got to join that group. If you guys want to follow Gabe's socials, they're right there on the screen for you. Make sure you follow him at IG, follow him on Twitter, follow him on Facebook.
Admittedly, I'm most active on Twitter, X, whatever. My X, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I'm trying. I haven't put much of an effort up.
Me, I put in some work,
and
man,
honestly, I almost forget sometimes that I have Instagram. So I got to get on that, man. We got to get like bigger, bro, where we get sponsorships and we can get like somebody to run our damn pages for us. That's what we're trying. That's the goal, y'all. That's the goal. We're trying to get there.
Make sure you send those fan mail questions for the Gridiron podcast to gridironnationpodcast@gmail.com. And Gabe will go ahead and do his thing with the fan mail and ask and answer your questions just like we do here on the Gridiron. So make sure you go ahead and send those email questions there. And if you'd like to
been hit by a million bowls of ice cream,
make sure if you want to send your fan mail questions into the Gridiron podcast.
Look at JP, man. That's just funny as hell.
The Gridiron podcast@gmail.com.
Yes.
And again, man, we want to thank you guys for pulling up for another amazing episode, man. And just thank you for all the support you guys give us, showing up and showing out every week.
Yeah.
Amazing. All my viewers on Facebook, all my viewers on YouTube, all of our viewers, I should say. And the Fan Gang Nation show will be back this week, more than likely. I'm trying to get some more guests to come on. If there's any news that breaks about the XFL-USFL merge, I will be going live either Tuesday or Thursday or both days, just depending on how much information goes out and if I can get some more players from the Vegas Vipers. If you missed the last episode of the Fan Gang Nation show with guest star Jeff Badette, make sure you go check it out. It was an amazing episode. He gave us a lot of insight on what's going on with the merge as well. So definitely go check that out if you want to get some concrete information directly from a player in the XFL who's dealing with the merge firsthand. So make sure you check that out, and make sure you guys are here next Saturday for the Gridiron, man. And check out Gridiron Nation podcast this Tuesday, right?
Yeah, it'll be Tuesday evening. I don't think I'm going to go live this week again. Tomorrow could have a very strong impact on my decision.
So
but I'll let y'all know. I'm going to let y'all know. Either way, the episode will be available Tuesday night. Okay. And this week, by the way, y'all, if anybody tried to get on and listen to it, I was not aware that when I uploaded it to the publisher, which puts it out to all the audio apps out there. When I got their email that the file had not uploaded correctly, it went to my junk mail, and I never got it till yesterday. My brother like texted me, and he's like, "Man, where the hell's the new episode on Spotify? I've been waiting for it all week." So I had to go on. It's up there now. If you want to listen to it, it's available on Spotify. Jersey joined me this past week, y'all. So we had a really good show, had a lot to talk about. So if y'all want to enjoy it, it's on iHeart, Spotify, all of that. Gridiron Nation, it is up now. So y'all be sure and check us out, as we brought you another good show, man. But if you were looking for it all week, I apologize, all right?
Well, there you have it, y'all. You already know what it is, man. Just like every Saturday. Gabe, go ahead, let them know, man.
No matter what, y'all, no matter what life's throwing at you this weekend, next week, no matter what, y'all already know what to do, man. No matter what life throws, you just got to adapt. All you got to do is be water, my friends. We're going to catch y'all on Tuesday. Be sure to catch the live stream tonight, where we're going to break down the Cowboys game a little bit. And, the Gridiron, we're coming back at you next week.
Exactly.
Same time, same place.
We ain't going nowhere.
Hell no.
We'll see y'all next week. We'll holla at y'all. It's the Gridiron,
y'all
baby.
Have a good weekend, man.
Peace out.